Hello everyone. I hope you all are doing fine and are taking care of yourselves. My name is Kanika Tandon, and as you all know that your summer vacations have ended. So today I am here with the video of class 8 English first, and today we are going to start chapter number 12, which is the tenses. Starting our new chapter number 12, tenses. Tenses tells us the time of a thing happening. Everybody of us know this, right? Why is it important to use a correct tense while you are constructing a sentence? It is important for us to use correct tense while constructing a sentence because then it will be very easy for us to actually let the person know the time of the thing that is happening without actually telling them. It must be a little complex in hearing, but if you understand what I just said is, whenever we are talking to a person, if we are using the correct tense, will it be necessary for us to actually tell them the time of the thing that we are telling them? No. Why? Because when he will hear the sentence, it will be easy for him to understand that the sentence, the thing that has happened at which point of time, or is happening right now, or has to happen a little later. This is the whole sole purpose of using tense in a sentence. Now, tenses can be divided into three parts: present tense, past tense, and future tense. Present tense tells us the time in which the things are going on. The things that are going on right now tells us the present tense. Similarly, when we talk about past tense, with the help of past tense, we actually understand that something has happened way before. Alright, the thing has passed and it has happened before. And with the help of future tense, it is easy for us to understand that the thing might happen in some time future, in the near future. If we take some examples, and I'm going to take the examples from the book only so that it is easy for you to understand. First is, I go to office. Second, I went to the office. And third, I will go to the office. With the first sentence, I go to the office, it is clearly telling us that the person goes to the office, which tells us that the sentence is written in the present tense. Similarly, in the second one, I went to the office. Here with the word went, it is easy for us to understand that the word is in past tense. So the thing has happened before. He has gone to the office. It has happened in the past. Next, I will go to the office. Will go to the office. With the help of will go, it is easy for us to understand that the thing is going to happen in the near future and has not happened yet. There is one more thing that we have to clearly set our minds on, is tense revolves around verb. Tense with the help of the verb only, it will be understood that with what tense we are talking about. So the thing that executes tenses is the verb. So the main body is verb. If we do not use correct tense in the verb, it will be very tough to construct a sentence. So whatever work that happens in the sentence is because of the verb, or because of the different kinds of verbs that we are using in order to tell whether the sentence is in past tense, present tense, or future tense. Now, present tense, past tense, and future tense are further divided into 4 types each. First, when we talk about present tense is divided into 4 types. First is simple present, second present continuous, third present perfect, and last is present perfect continuous. In the same manner, past tense is divided into four types, same types: simple past, past continuous, past perfect, and past perfect continuous. And similarly, when we talk about future tense, is also divided into four types. First is simple future, future continuous, future perfect continuous, and um, future future perfect and future perfect continuous. Now you might think that how will it be possible for us to construct the sentences when we talk about all these 12 kinds of tenses. So every kind of sentence has a rule that has to be followed while we are constructing the sentence, which is on the next page. Here, uses and structure of the tenses. It is actually already given in your book, otherwise I would have made a chart and then would have explained you, but since it is already given in your book, let us see from here. So first we are talking about the past, the first type of the tense, which is simple past, simple present, and simple future. Of all the three tenses together, when we talk about past tense, simple past, we first write the subject, then verb in a second form, and then the object. In general, when we construct a sentence, we write the subject, we write then we write the helping verb, we write the verb, then object, and then we end the sentence. And in some other types of sentences, first we write the subject, then we write the helping verb, then we write the main verb, and that's it. We don't write the object. So here when we talk about simple past, first is subject plus verb in a second form and then object. So when taking an example, I ate sweets yesterday. So this indicates that there is an action that has taken place and it is already over, like to indicate a past habit or an action already completed. Alright, the thing that we are talking about is already done yesterday, a day before yesterday, or an hour or 2 hours, couple of hours back. When we talk about simple present, it means that we are talking about something that happens on a daily basis, like I eat sweets every day. So there is something that happens at a daily basis, like I eat sweets every day. This helps to indicate a habit or a daily thing that happens daily. Alright, or to indicate a future event on a designated date as part of the plan or arrangements. When we write simple present, we write subject first, then we write the verb in its first form, and then the object. And when we talk about future simple, we just add in subject we add will or shall, and then verb in its first form and object. And here they use will and shall both together. So let me explain it to you again, that we have to use will or shall according to the subject that we are using. Like shall is always used with I. Alright, so if you are writing any sentence in future tense, you use shall with I. Alright, but in this here they have used will, which is also correct. Alright, he and will is used for he and she and plural subjects. So here they are using I will eat sweets tomorrow. It indicates that there is an action that will take place tomorrow but is not sure. Since we are not sure about future, so we are not sure about this thing also to happen. Now coming on to the next page, we are going to talk about continuous tense, past continuous tense, present continuous tense, and future continuous tense. With the word continuous, it is easy for us to understand that we are talking about a thing that is already taking place, that is in the continuity, or that is actually happening. All right. So here when we talk about past continuous tense, we write subject plus was or were according to the subject, verb in its ing form, and the object, like I was eating sweets when you arrived. So according to this sentence, we are talking about something that was happening in the past, like it indicate an uncompleted action or past of the past with or without time reference. All right. Now when we talk about present continuous, which means that the thing is already the thing is actually happening right now. So in this it comes subject plus is, are, am. According to the subject we put are, is, or am. Then we use verb in its ing form, and then object. So I am eating sweets right now. So there is a thing that is happening. It indicates that the action is actually going on right now. And future continuous tense means it indicates that something will be happening in the future when you will be there. It indicates that what will be going on at some time in the near future. So in this we use subject plus will or shall according to the subject, plus verb in its ing form, be, plus verb in its ing form, and object. So I will be eating sweets when you arrive. All right. Now we are going to talk about the perfect tense: past perfect, present perfect, and perfect, future perfect. When we talk about past perfect, it indicates that an action had been completed before some other action had taken place. Something that was happening in the past have completed, and the other action has taken place. While we construct this sentence, we write the subject first, then we use had, then verb in its third form, and the object. I had eaten all the sweets when you arrived. So with this sentence, they are saying that there was an action taking place in the past, and then it had completed before the second action took place. So here the first action was that the boy had been eating the sweets, and another action that took place was the other person arrived. So the boy had already eaten the sweets when the other person arrived. So the first event is already completed before the second event had taken place. Now coming on to the present perfect. To write the sentence in present perfect tense, we first write subject, then has or have. According to the subject we use has or have, then we write verb in its third form, and then the object, like I have eaten all the sweets. This explains that the past action, which is not defined by a time of occurrence or to indicate an action which started in the past, has continued until now. This explains that it had happened in the past. It had started in the past. It had started in some time back, but it is actually going on. It has been going on right now. Now coming on to the future perfect tense. To write the sentence in future perfect, we use subject, then we use will or shall. According to the subject, we use verb in its third form, and then we use the object, like I will have eaten all the sweets by the time you arrive. Now this indicates that something might happen in the near future at this point of time when you come, when this thing happens, to indicate that an action that will be completed before another point taking place. Alright, since in this sentence there are two events taking place. First, that he will have been eaten all the sweets. Second, and you will arrive. Okay, so there are two events that would be taking place in the near future. So it indicates that the first event will have been completed before the second event took place. Alright, now coming on to the last, which is perfect continuous tense. With the verb perfect continuous tense, perfect means it is showing us that the thing has started in the past, and continuous means that it is still going on. So in this type of sentence, in this type of tenses, we actually see that things have started in the past and they are still going on. We'll talk about past perfect continuous. Coming on to the next page, we will have to come back to see the examples. Here, to write the sentence in past perfect continuous, we write subject plus had been plus verb in its ing form and then the object. So here we use the sentence, I had been eating sweets for 2 hours when you arrive. So it indicates that the action in the past that began before a certain point in the past and continued up until the last time. So this tells us that there was something that had started happening some time ago and it is still going on. Like, I had been eating sweets for 2 hours when you arrived. So before 2 hours he had started eating the sweets and he is still eating it right now. Now coming on to the present perfect continuous, to write these sentences we use subject plus has or have plus been plus verb in its ing form and object. I have been eating sweets for 2 hours. In this, the sentence indicates that an action had taken place in the past and it's still going on in the present tense. I have been eating sweets for 2 hours. So the boy had started eating the sweets 2 hours ago and he is still eating them. Now coming on to the last one, which is future perfect continuous. In this we write subject plus will or shall according to the subject plus have been plus verb in its ing form and then the object. So I will have been eating sweets for 2 hours when you arrive. Now this indicates that there is something that will be happening in the same time in the near future and will be completed before the other thing, and it will be going on when the second event will take place. Like, I will have been eating sweets for 2 hours when you arrive. So the first event is that he will be eating the sweets and second unit will be when the other person will arrive. So he will be eating. So first action will be taking place when the second action will come in order. I hope that it is clear to you all. Now let us come on to the exercise on the same page. First is correct the following. So now we are going to start with the exercise of the chapter, starting with the first exercise. First is correct the following sentences. In this exercise, half of the sentence is in some other tense and rest of the sentence is in some other tense. So the main correction that we have to do is we have to change the sentence, not the whole sentence but the actual tense part or the verb part. First is, she has seen Lucy Gray yesterday. Has we use in the present perfect tense, but yesterday is a verb in the past form. Alright, so we have to change the whole sentence into past tense. So we will write, she saw Lucy Gray yesterday. Next, were you ringing the bell 6 times? So here we will use, did you ring the bell 6 times? Question mark. He can't attend the class because he broke his leg. Here using can't is present tense and broke his leg is the past tense. So we have to change the sentence. So he couldn't attend the class because he had broken his leg. Next, When I arrived at the party, Karina already went home. Here, half of the sentence is in present tense and rest of the sentence is in past tense. So here, when I arrived at party, Karina had already went home. At last, I have finished. Here, we will use at last I finished. Has he died 3 months ago? So here we will, since it is the sentence has to be written in the past tense, so we will write had he died 3 months ago, question mark. Some people think that Kalidas has traveled a lot in MP. So here some people think that Kalidas had traveled a lot in MP. Next, she tried a loaf of bread to see how it was tasting. Here the first sentence is in simple past, the rest of the sentence is in past continuous. So here, she tried a loaf of bread to see how it tasted. I told her that I have finished my homework. Here, I told her is in past tense and I have finished my homework is in present tense. So I told her that I had finished my homework. Here, I will taught you English. Here, will is in future tense and taught is in past tense. So here we will write I will teach you English. Coming on to the next exercise. Second is underline the verb in the following sentences and name the tense of each sentence. It is easy. We have to first find out the tense and then we have to write what type of the sentence, what type of tense it is. First, I have been living here for 4 months. So have been living is the verb. Present perfect continuous is the tense. She has bought a personal computer. Has bought is the verb. Present perfect is the tense. She said that her sister had gone out. Had gone is the verb and past perfect is the tense. It has been raining since 3 o'clock. So has been raining is the verb and present perfect continuous is the tense. He is waiting for you at the compound. Is waiting is the verb and present continuous is the tense. The moon revolves around the sun. Revolves is the verb and simple present is the tense. The peon rang the bell. So rang is the verb and simple past is the tense. The gardener was watering the plant. Was watering is the verb and past continuous is the tense. I shall have plenty of time tomorrow. Shall have is the verb. Future simple is the tense. She will have lunch with you tomorrow. Will have is the verb and tense is future simple. Coming on to the next exercise, fill in the blanks with correct form of the verbs in the bracket. How long will you take to learn Japanese? Gayatri told Millie that she had finished her homework. He travels in the USA a lot and is familiar with the country. I have been waiting for him for an hour. She was walking down the road. She saw a dog. Now, last exercise. Rewrite the following story using the proper tense of the verb in the given in the bracket. So, in this I have written the whole sentence. I have written the whole story in simple past. There was a trader who had a beautiful white horse. He went on horse through a forest every day. The cat who lived in the forest wanted his horse. One day when the trader went to the city, he saw a sick person wrapped in a blanket. He requested the trader to take him to the city. The trader came down and helped him to ride. As soon as the cat was on the horseback, he said that he wanted the horse. The trader said to him, "Take the horse, but do not tell anyone about the incidents, otherwise people would stop helping the poor." So with this chapter is ended. I hope that you have understood it well. The next week I'll be coming with the next chapter. Till then, take care, be safe and keep studying. Thank you.